All right, Copenhagen plank. This is a difficult and advanced movement, but today I'm going to show you a lot of different scales so you can try it out for yourself, okay? And start building more strength in your core, your stabilizer muscles, your inner thigh, and your ankles and knees, okay? So first up, if you do have a knee injury, right, this is advisable to perhaps just stick with a regular plank, and then as you feel more comfortable with a staggered foot plank, you're going to move to the lower or the easiest version of the Copenhagen plank. All right, so let's start off with what a staggered foot plank looks like. Okay, so you know what a side plank looks like. There's two versions, there's two ways you can put your feet when you're doing a side plank. It's either stack on top of each other or one ahead of the other. Okay, so a regular plank, regular side plank, I'm going to use my elbow. Okay, yeah, for this, use your elbow as well. So this is a regular plank where my foot goes on top. Okay, but a beginner version of this is staggered feet. Okay, so for the Copenhagen one, I like to usually recommend your bottom leg be first, then your other one behind. But for the Copenhagen one, we're going to start off with a staggered plank where our bottom leg is the furthest. Okay. From this position here, we're going to bring our bottom leg up. Okay, so I'm slightly bending my knee. I'm still in that plank position. Okay, so now my top leg is the one that is holding basically the whole movement. Okay, as I get better, more comfortable, I can bend and lift my foot off the ground. And this is considered the Copenhagen plank. Okay, so you're going to feel this in your inner thigh and then strengthening your inner knee, but also working on the stabilizer muscles inside your ankle as well as your core. Okay, once you start getting better at that, okay, so you're going from this, all right, I'm still putting some weight on that bottom leg, so eventually bending your knee. Okay, you can then start putting something, a block or something, below your foot. Okay, and you can hold that for the recommended or prescribed amount of time, and then you can raise that up by putting one more block. You can put a couple of plates, and you could eventually lead to using a bench for the Copenhagen. Okay, as you release that movement, you want to let go of the stabilizer muscles in your hips, put your knee on the ground, and then step off of that elevated block or object. Okay, please do the recommended or prescribed amount of time per leg. If you're a beginner, you can shorten that up as well and then switch sides. Guys, be careful with this movement to progress slowly, and be careful if you have knee issues or knee problems to really go one step at a time, perfecting the side plank first before moving on to something like the Copenhagen.